Okay, so this is the top part of the pink trail, and that is all completely fine after the rain. Here's a big stump. There's the flood damage down there at the bottom of the screen. Alright, and then here's the beginning, the walk into there. Now this was all washed out over here, so what we've done is this bit is cleared out a little bit more so the rain can come down here if it needs to, and this is the drainage ditch that leads to that. So there's the one ditch there that goes out that way. Then there's another one. Sorry for the video. Okay, now this one comes out this way. It comes down through here. And this way, right now all the kids have to do is walk down and then up, and then that goes down that path, down into the stream. Okay, so now, walking along. Everybody wave. Hey. Alright, so here we go. So this was all washed out earlier. We just raked a little bit more mulch into the path. It's a little thin still, but we're going to be picking that up. This whole area. Okay, now down here we didn't have enough mulch to really go up the path, and it would have taken forever and would have wasted too much time. So we just stopped mulching the center of the trail right here, and then just raked it in from the sides. This part is completely unscathed. So that's why we think that the water is coming mainly from back there as opposed to from the courts and things from down there. Okay, so here we go. Continuing down. Like I said, we just raked it in the mulch from the outside and towards the middle, leaving the middle bit unmulched, because all of this was just washed out. So when we came down here, the mulch was completely washed out down here. So what we've done is we've remulched this classroom area 1, and to give it a little bit of a boundary, we've marked in that, but so it doesn't wash away, we propped it up a little bit more. Continuing along, here you can see the tire tracks. We just kind of did our best to try and mulch those over, but this whole area down here has been remulched. You see a little bit brown spot there. We just touched everything up. This whole bit down here, we've actually changed a bit. We're gonna go over here first. This is where the big pile of things to be chipped were. Right here, we chipped all this, but because the DPW took all the chips from the pile away, we had to pick up from that pile over there and mulch this whole thing with that. So lots of wheelbarrows loads and tarpfuls. So that's this area, and it's kind of boxed in by, you know, the logs, and that we can chip if we need to, but we're just going to leave it right now. Okay, so coming back to the path here. Continuing along. This whole classroom area over here got washed out. So instead of trying to refight Mother Nature, which is kind of pointless, we're just going to let that one kind of just disappear. And it's actually acting like as a watershed almost. There's a delta, and it's collecting silt and keeping, and the mulch is mainly below it. But so we've just made this whole trail part much bigger. So as you can see, you can now walk up along here, and now you have an instructional area here that you could use if you wanted to. This is the view from here. Alright, let's go around the back side here. There was a lot of mulch that was flooded out along the edges, so we touched that up. As you can see, the dark mulch is the wet mulch that we just touched up with. Touched up some over here along the edges, and we're going to come in later and spray that with weed killer, so we can't get any, so we don't grow any weeds or anything in there. That way they're less to take care of a lot. There is a lot already. So the circle area, and then down here we widened this out, so you have another area if we need it. Then this comes around here. This all got washed out, and again, rather than fight Mother Nature, And then this comes around. Look how high the grass is now. It's much higher. Look how high it is on that tree. But you can still see the orange flags, and you can still walk through. There is still a path. I think part of it's the deer path. But it's really cool high grass, and some lovely wildflowers that are invasive, I'm sure. And then out here, looks much nicer in the spring once everything's blooming. And then we got flowers there, and we have these trees are actually still alive, even though they've fallen down. So it's some massive bushes there. And then there's Hilltop.